Welcome back, guys. It is now episode 2 of season 3 on the NeoNetwork server. So, off camera, just like I said in the end of last video, I finished off this layer of the sugarcane farm with the exception to this one row just because I didn't really want water flowing over the edge here, but the rest of it is all complete and almost fully grown. So we're going to harvest it here in a second. I also tore down this cobblestone gen because I guess I really didn't know what I was building here, so shout out to Nova Drakers, another YouTuber on the server, and I watched his tutorial that he had on cobblestone gens, and I have a pretty good idea of which one I want to build now. So that'll be the main topic of this episode. It's late right now, I'm chilling, and I am ready to get building. Also, in the shop, I realized that cobblestone and cobbled deep slate are both the same price to buy, and I personally like deep slate a lot better, so eventually I want to switch out this whole layer here to deep slate instead of cobblestone, but for the time being we'll at least just build the cobblestone gen out of deep slate tiles. So I also don't know if you guys noticed my slightly different editing style in the last video where I tried to like cut to each block placement and stuff, because I know I like watching that kind of editing style, but super time consuming to do. But I think I want to give that a try with this whole cobblestone gen build, so let me know what you guys think, if it's worth the extra time to edit it, or if I should just kind of skip over the building process, show the whole thing. Love to hear what you guys think. Alright, so I should have most of what I need to build this whole cobblestone gen. I mean, I have plenty of water, I have building blocks, I have doors, trapdoors, and I have lava buckets. I think I'm going to need more lava than this, but that's fine. We can just buy it from the shop, so that's totally fine. So to start, let me throw on chunk borders. I do want to show you guys I did build out more towards the edge of the chunk. Probably fill this in eventually to take the full chunk. Yeah, I'll probably fill this in to take the full chunk once I switch this all out for deep slate tiles, but I don't really like the look of cobble, and I don't see a need to place it just to fill up the chunk if I'm just going to tear it down later. Block, water, door, 3 spaces, door, water, block, I think. Hopefully I have that right. I'm gonna have to move my infinite source here. In fact, I'll just fill that in now because I don't really need it. And there we go. Fast place 15. I absolutely love fast place. It's not necessary, you don't need a rank. It definitely speeds things up a little bit. I will say one thing that I love about this server is, like, yes, there's plenty of stuff you can buy, but you really don't need to buy anything, and you can still be up near the top. If you're a grinder and you just put in a lot of work, you can easily get to the top of the leaderboard. Or maybe I shouldn't say easily, but if you put in the work, you can definitely get there. Which I know that some servers are just completely pay to win, and that really bothers me, so NeoNetwork does it right, I will say. You know what I'm realizing is I think that I really should have just done one side first to make sure I got the spacing right before I went ahead and built 2 full walls, because there's a decent chance I miscounted this and I'm gonna have to tear one of these down, but let's hope for the best. Yeah, now that I'm always talking about how busy I am, yeah, if I have some more free time, like tonight and tomorrow, I know I'm always talking about how busy I am, but I have a little bit more free time over the next couple days, so really looking to utilize that and start off season 3 with a bang. Alright, I think I got the spacing right. I think this is gonna work. I think I'm gonna go 1 more up, and I ran out of blocks. Hey, this guy is awesome. He helped me out a lot last season, gave me some stuff, and really just gave me a lot of tips. This dude, if you see him on, send him a message. He is great. Just say hi. Right after I shouted him out, I always don't know what to do, if I should accept free handouts or not. It has nothing to do with posting on YouTube. I remember he was just super friendly right from the beginning. So he just sent me a trade request and gave me Dragon Tracker 3, Bounty 3, Soul Hunter 5, Experiment 5, Multi-Kill 4, and Dragon Slayer 5. I'm gonna stow those away for now. I will definitely use them in the future, but I'm so grateful that he did that. Helps me out so much because I did get a super late start to the season, so that was super kind of him, but really, shout out to him. That brings me to another point too. I know I see some people on the server begging for items when they're new. I'm gonna give you guys a tip, just don't beg. Be a part of the community, be really nice to others, and what goes around comes around, so if you give to others, there's a good chance that you'll get back as well, and I mean, honestly, I think that's a good rule for life, but I mean, even just speaking about the server, really what goes around comes around, so make sure to make yourself a part of the community and be nice to others. Help other people out if they need help with something, building a farm or anything like that, and then people are more willing to help you out too, so keep that in mind. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's not that really obnoxious texture going around the border anymore. I ended up downloading Neo's texture pack for clear borders. It was in one of the pinned comments on Discord, and it was from him. So shout out to Neo for that, because that was really annoying me, having those really obnoxious borders going around. Okay, I definitely messed this up. I knew I was gonna mess something up. Oh man, because lava's gonna go above here. I messed this up big time, because the dirt should be up against this side. I'm gonna have to move everything over. Oh man, I told you I was gonna mess something up. I knew it was gonna happen. Wow, that's annoying. Luckily all this dirt breaks instantly, but the rest is gonna be a pain. I'm a menace when I'm building. I make so many mistakes. I don't know if you guys have that same problem, but like I literally just placed this and I'm already destroying it. That's why I like building with dirt if they're not permanent blocks, because they break so fast. Okay, well there's the drained water. Now time to start breaking. It'll be nice when I move back home after college and I have my nice setup again. Because right now my microphone is just sitting on my desk and I don't have the nice boom arm for it. I'm working off of one monitor, and yeah, like I'm still grateful for the setup that I do have, because I know it's nicer than what some people have, but it will be nice to get back to a little bit of a better recording situation. Okay, this is looking a bit better. All right, guys, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Pretty sure I just have to like place it along the dirt where everything has to be source blocks. Tell me how I already failed. This is just a common trend of this video. These need to be one lower so I can actually place the lava there. I guess tonight is not my night. Man, I'm excited to be back and like actually creating content. I really enjoy doing it. I just didn't make the time for it because of school and everything, but I'm really happy to be back. Take 2. Now's the real moment of truth. Oh my god, I think it's working. I don't want to jinx it yet. You guys know how my luck is. I need to get like water breathing or something while I do this. Cool, this is actually working pretty well. I'm sure that something's gonna go wrong now that I said that. All right, let's get another inventory of lava. Glad that I actually have the money for this now. And let's keep it rolling. Imagine if fast place worked on lava. That would be sick. I'm gonna have so many empty buckets after this. All right, last row. I think we actually did it. Well, I guess I have to destroy the dirt and figure out if the other side worked. Oh, that's scary. I don't like that. Oh my god, is it actually working? Did I actually do something right? This is crazy. I think it's good. I think we're in business. And right now I don't have Super Breaker to actually test it out. That's when it's really gonna shine. When you have Super Breaker, you can just like sprint all the way up and down. It does great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my island upgrades. Yeah, so I really want to upgrade the island generator a bit now that we got this cobblestone gen up and running. Right now I have, I think, 12k sky coins in my island bank. So I'm gonna see how many times I can upgrade this. Looks like twice, not bad. So what does that give us? Diamonds, okay. Not too bad. Definitely have a long ways to go on that. I'm really going to want to upgrade the island size at some point just so I can start building bigger farms. So I heard that really good ways of getting money this season are cactus farms because of the rotating shop, and that cactus can end up as 3 times in that. So I could AFK that for a while. I also think that farming mobs is a really good way to make money. Problem is that takes a ton of time and a lot of clicking. And since I can't spend a ton of time on the server now, I'll still be on enough to make some content and I can AFK a bit, but I can't just stand there clicking forever. Not quite sure how that's gonna work to really get my looting up a whole bunch. That would be a good way to go, especially now actually. Especially now that I got, what was it, multi-kill 4, that's gonna be really huge. When I get more money, I'm gonna start building a huge cactus farm, I think, because that's something I can AFK. So if I just put a bunch of time up front into a cactus farm, then when I'm busy at classes or working or anything like that, I can just leave my computer on and go AFK and still make a whole bunch of money to then progress other things like my farming and more active forms of income. This is getting me some sky coins too. Alright, so I just sold everything I got from mining. Doesn't really sell for too much, but anything's better than nothing. And now I think I'm gonna harvest my whole sugarcane farm. Actually, before I do that, okay, so you might think I'm crazy having a full inventory of lily pads, but I'm pretty sure I can put it over all of this water so the sugarcane doesn't fall through and I can walk on it. So we're gonna test out this theory, but yes, I did just buy an entire inventory of lily pads, but it's for an experiment because I think I can fast place this. I love putting slabs. Oops. So I love putting slabs like right in here so they're waterlogged, but you can't do that with fast place. At least last season you couldn't. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. Look at that. And now if I drop something on it, look at that, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and fast place a whole bunch of lily pads. I think that's the move. Okay, I definitely overbought lily pads a little bit, but we can use this once we upgrade the island size and I have to build a bigger farm. I guess this will be my lily pad vault. Cool, so now that we have those placed, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this entire farm and see how much money and sky coins we get. Mostly concerned about sky coins and then also my mastery. So right now, if we take a look at masteries, my sugarcane is only at 299, so basically 300. So I'm kind of curious after I break this whole farm what we'll be at. I know still nowhere close to that 5,000 mark, but hopefully it'll give us a good jump. Also, I know that you guys probably know more about this game than I do, but a tip for anybody who is new and watching, when you break sugarcane, I know in normal survival Minecraft, it's easiest just to break this layer here, because then the rest fall down. But the way this calculates total sugarcane broken is how many individual pieces you break with your hand. So if you just break this layer, then even though 2 drop, it only counts as 1 because you only touched 1 piece there. So when you run through, aim it at an angle so you break the top and then the bottom like this, and you'll get a lot more. Oh man, it is so good to be back. I remember spending so many hours running through my sugarcane farm last year. This is kind of fun. I like this a lot. All right, let's see. For a full inventory of sugarcane. Oh, for an entire inventory of sugarcane, it's only 12,000. I don't even think that's worth selling right now. I'll probably wait until it's either in the rotating shop for 3 times, or I might just wait and honestly craft it into minions once I get the mastery high enough, because I think that that would be really good if I craft it all into enchanted sugarcane, I think is what it's called, and then I can use it to craft minions, which will help me out. It'll at least help me out a lot more than the $12,000 I'll get from that. Been a while since I've seen this. That's funny. I love the Tower of Screaming Goats. Man, I have so much fun on this game. It's so fun. I just set my island home up here, so then when I spawn in, I can either go right to Cobblestone gen or jump down onto the farm. And I just found out that you can set where your lucky block goes now on your island, which is awesome. So I also just moved that up here next to my spawn, so then I can break it right when I spawn in. And now I'm assuming, yeah, that just left a hole here. So let me fill that in. All right, we filled that in, put sugarcane there, and now the farm is just that much bigger. Oh, wow. I just noticed I have 20,000 sky coins now after breaking that. Forgot that that's the thing I cared about more than the money. So cool, that's actually really good. So breaking this whole thing gives about like 18,000 sky coins, I think. Because I think I was at like 2,000 before. Maybe it's more like 15,000, somewhere in that range. Harvested the sugarcane farm, we built the cobble gen. I would say super productive episode so far, but I'd like to do a little bit more. Looks like we can break the lucky block again. I'm not quite sure what I want to do next. I'm thinking maybe grind some mobs, maybe pick up a few spawners and kind of get that going. I didn't really kill any mobs last season. Like, yeah, I grinded a little bit, but I don't think I got past tier like 2 or 3. In spawners, so I don't really know how that works. I know that people are always advertising to go to their islands and grind, so if they already have the spawners, I don't know if killing mobs on their islands counts towards my mastery or how that works. If not, it's gonna be a long grind, which probably is. Probably building out an area here for spawners and then kind of going from there, which I think I'd like to dedicate an entire episode just to grinding mobs and placing spawners, making a nice little area for that with my new fancy editing style. Might be kind of fun. Yeah, so I don't think I want to dive into that this episode. I think that the cobble gen was really good, but maybe since this episode is kind of focused on cobblestone, I kind of want to use this a little bit more, level up my mastery a bit, and then take it from there. At least unlock Super Breaker at the very least, because that doesn't take long at all. It's definitely going to be a bit of a shorter episode, because I accomplished everything I wanted to in this episode fairly fast, and then I'll dedicate all of episode 3 to grinding mobs. There we go! There's level 50! Now, it's time to give Super Breaker a try in just a second, actually. We sell my whole inventory. I want to grab some trapdoors, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one there, we're gonna put one there, and now I can run back and forth this whole way. I don't even think I'm gonna need both sides of this. I more so just did it because if I'm already setting up one side, the other side doesn't take much time to add on, unless you're like me and you mess it up. It didn't really take that much time even with messing it up. Here we go! Gonna try out Super Breaker. Oh, that's great. First time of the season. And it lasts like maybe 2 seconds. Oh, I'm used to last season when it would go for a solid, like, I don't know, 10 seconds or so, just taking a guess. Oh, that's disappointing, but I guess I helped level it up. I got like 10 levels off of that. So maybe as I level it up, it'll get a lot longer again. Since this episode is kind of dedicated mainly towards the cobble gen, why don't I also upgrade the generator one more time now that I have more sky coins? Yeah, that's it. So I can only upgrade it one more time, but we got it up to level 4 in this video. Not too bad. We'll upgrade the island mob drop multiplier. So now that's level 2. A little bit of foreshadowing for next episode, which I'm pretty excited about. See, you know what the problem is though, once I start really getting into something like this, like I'm sure you guys can tell I'm excited, I've mentioned it a few times, is that I'm gonna start playing a lot. And that means I'm gonna start staying up later and putting a lot more focus on this, which is not a bad thing. I really enjoy it. I'm definitely gonna be prioritizing this a little bit more than some other things, that's for sure. Super Breaker is refreshed, so we're gonna run through this one more time. And that's it. I get to go one pass down, and then it wore off. I feel like that was even shorter than the last time. Maybe not. I am at a loss for words. So, huge shout out to this guy again. I know I already shouted him out once, but I think I need to show you guys what's in my private vault 6 now. I'd say we are very well set up for our next episode, which is good. Basically what happened is I was just talking to him, asking about tips for grinding, because I know nothing about grinding mobs on my island or anything like that, because I didn't really do it much last season. And after doing that, he said he had no use for these spawners anymore, told me to enable island drops, and then just chucked a whole bunch of them at me, and I paid him 500,000 for them. Obviously not a fair price, but just to like at least make it a deal. So huge shout out to him, really helping me get back in the swing of things since I started so late, and again, ties back to this amazing community we have here on the Neo Network. Really excited to be back, and I think that's everything I wanted to cover in this episode, so I'll catch you guys next time. Please like and subscribe, it really helps me out, really trying to grow, so I'll catch you next time. Peace.